Last year, 61 competitors took on the toughest test of their lives as they try to conquer our 3 rounds of strength and endurance.
And no, he doesn't.
Few came close,
And
none succeeded.
And he's out!
This season, 125 competitors come back to the course to see if they have what it takes to beat it all. Anyone who proves they have the skills to survive all 4 rounds will win 10,000 Robux and the title of Alpha Ninja Warrior Grand Champion. Now as night falls, only the top 40 that proved their worth in the qualifier episodes are going to come back to the extended semifinals course. They're all going to battle it out, but only the top 15 will move on to the next round, boot camp, and be one step closer to the grand finals. One dream, one chance, 10,000 Robux. This is Alpha Ninja Warrior. Welcome to the semifinals. I'm your host, Alpha VR 370. In the past 4 weeks, we saw 125 competitors take on our brutal qualifiers course. However, only 40 of them made it to the semifinals to prove that they were the strongest out of the 125. Now they are here today, all competing against each other for one of those 15 spots to get to boot camp. However, the 3 competitors that do the best today will go to boot camp and be team captains, which will be really crucial in the boot camp round. For more information on today's course, I'm going to go down to the sidelines once again to tell you how it works. So we have the original 6 obstacles from the qualifying course: the quintuple steps, propeller swing, salmon roll, rotating bridge, flying bar, and warped wall without the mega wall. However, that is just the beginning. There are 4 extra obstacles that the players will have to complete in order to clear the entire course. The first one is the salmon ladder, where you have to use the bar to jump up the rungs that get more difficult and longer every time you jump. The second extended obstacle is the sky hooks right after the salmon ladder. You have to use the ring to jump across the various cradles, where some spin 360 degrees. The third extended obstacle is the hornet's nest. You have to swing using the beehives from one to another. However, the third and fourth ones both spin 360 degrees. Now the last obstacle on the extended course is the spider climb from last season. You have to jump across each bar from side to side before they fall off of the walls to get to the very top. If you get to the very top, you are able to hit the buzzer and you are guaranteed to move on to the boot camp round. However, if less than 15 clear the entire course, then the players that went the furthest, the fastest, will move on as well. We are going to start with spider climb fails and go in reverse order. First up on the semifinals course is Disc Live Cool Kid 16188. He actually got first place a couple weeks ago in the second group, failing the flying bar. So I'm expecting a lot from this guy. Let's see how he does. Now he's off on the course, but it looks like he just jumped too high on that first step, and I must say I am kind of surprised by that, but that's it for him. Next up is SportsAmp123. In the qualifiers, he actually placed top 5 in his group, so it's looking pretty good for him on the semifinals, even though he's only the second runner, so maybe there isn't much to expect, but we're about to find out. He's on the quintuple steps. He's actually going really fast through the quintuple steps. Great time so far onto the propeller swing. Oh, but he fell off, but he got lucky to land on the platform. He's going for it again, but it looks like he jumps too late and he just falls short of the rope. That's probably not good enough to qualify. Next up is Big Cows 30. In qualifiers, they had one of the worst performances in the top 40, so they better step it up if they want to prove that they can be in the top 15, because this is going to be a lot harder to qualify into. But he's off on the quintuple steps going really low. Pretty dangerous, but it works out just fine. And now he's onto the propeller swing. Oh, got on the rope. All right. Now just for the transition. Okay, having a little bit of trouble controlling it. And it looks like he tried to switch over, but I think he should have gotten more swing. Just fell short of the propeller, and let's see how that does. Next up is Harry Doc 83. In qualifiers, he barely squeaked out to the semifinals, placing 9th in his group and actually getting 39th overall. So yeah, he's gonna have to step it up in the semifinals if he wants to, get in that top 15 to move on to boot camp. But he's onto the propeller swing. This is what took him out last time. Cannot fall here again. And he jumps too early for that slow of a spin, and he goes down, and I don't think we'll see him again. Next up is Wubsy AUTTP. Last time he got to the salmon roll in qualifiers, but this time he's trying to overcome something from last season.
Let's see if Wubsy can make it past. He's holding so he can do well, and he fails too early on the first step.
God, failing 1.1 last time. And this time, I want revenge on the first obstacle. I failed it so many times in minis, but I will not do it today. Okay, I'm done. I need to get the hell out of here. See you later.
Yes, that is true. Last season in the semifinals, he did fail the quintuple steps. So he's trying to make sure he does not do it again. He's getting kind of low, but not too low on the steps. So he made it, and he overcame the quintuple steps this season. Now he's onto the propeller swing, but he overshoots. If he just tapped a little bit less, he probably would have gotten it. But that might be the end for Wubsy. Next up is CRZ6211. A few weeks ago, he went out on the salmon roll wearing the same Bengals jersey. So let's see if he can get there again. So far, no one has gotten past the propeller swing, so we need to see some people get past it. Slow start, but he's off. He's doing pretty well on the quintuple steps using the jumping technique, but now he's on to the propeller swing. Oh, but he jumps too late on it, and he goes down. Not looking likely for CRZ either. Next up is A Thunderbird. He's done pretty well for his rookie season on Alpha Ninja Warrior. He failed on the salmon roll in his qualifiers episode. So let's see how he does. However, we've still not seen anyone pass the propeller swing. So I'm hoping we at least get one person that passes. It might be this guy, who knows? He's on the propeller swing right now. This is the moment of truth. He's on the rope. Oh, his aim's a bit off, but he gets caught up on the rope and he disconnects from the game. Next up is Square Aswal 09. Last time on the qualifiers, he went out on the rotating bridge, a pretty respectable performance, so I'm thinking today he has a pretty good shot. Now he's off on the course. Okay, he's actually flying through the quintuple steps, very nice. Now he's onto the propeller swing. Can he be the first? He's on the rope. Oh, but he rushes it, and he just... If he had taken one more swing, he would have gotten it. But he rushed it, and maybe he will regret that later. After Square Aswal's run, only more people failed the propeller swing, just going out in the most craziest ways possible. Considering that this is semifinals, I'm questioning whether we'll even get a clear. Next up is DJ Dilly, and the question on everyone's mind is, will someone get past the propeller swing? If anyone were to do it, it could be DJ Dilly. So let's see if it happens here. He's off on the course, not taking too much time on each step, getting a little bit of a balance on each jump. Very nice. Now he's onto the propeller swing. Here we go. Taking a few spins. Oh, but he slips off! I'm pretty sure he's gonna jump on that one too, but it looks like he just fell off entirely, and that might be it for DJ Dilly. Next up is Hello Yellow, and he said that he is very excited to be here, especially since out of all the comps he's competed in, this is the best he's ever done.
Hello there, I'm Hello Yellow, better known as Hello Smell, and I'm the host of Hello's Ninja Warrior. And I'm surprised that I'm here. I've never done this well in any competition before. I joined this community in early summer of 2022, and I'm not known for my results. I've competed in competitions like Rising Ninja Warrior 5, Sasuke Grant, Yasuke 4 and 5, Blue Ninja Warrior 19, American Ninja Warrior Roblox, Eelboro Warrior, and a couple other minor ones. But I normally fail my 4th or 5th obstacle or my 1st or 2nd obstacle, so that's not the best. Which is why I'm surprised I'm here. I've never done this good, and I'm worried about the propeller bar. If I can get past that, though, I think I can get to the flying bar, which I'm really hoping will secure me a spot in the boot camp. However, even if it doesn't get me a spot into the boot camp, I still had a lot of fun, and thank you so much, Alpha, for this opportunity.
Well, I am very glad that he's had a lot of fun on today's competition, but first he still has to get through the semifinals course. He's going kind of slow on the quintuple steps, but that's fine as long as he gets pretty far. He's onto the propeller swing and he overshoots! And he is down in the water. That probably won't be good enough to qualify, however, no one has passed this obstacle, to be fair. Next up is the dude who does YT2. In qualifiers, he got one of the fastest times for failing propeller swing overall, just about 7.3 seconds. So let's see if he can match that speed on the semifinal course. And now he's off. So yeah, he's pretty fast on the course, but he did not do too well, which is not great, especially since distance is first priority. So maybe he'll improve and learn from his mistakes. He's on the rope, however, and he got it. Now just the dismount. So yes, he has improved, and still with a pretty decent time, he's onto the salmon roll. Let's see how he does here. Oh, he almost overshot, but he recovered. Okay, he's trying to adjust. Now the jump. There you go, he got it. Oh, but he hit the top rung and he could not fix it. He almost saved it actually, but he fell short in the water. Let's see if that time holds up. Next up is DJ Jumpman 23. In qualifiers last week, he surprised all of us by making it to rotating bridge and getting 3rd in his group. Now let's see if he can surprise us again in semifinals. And now he's off on the quintuple steps. He was pretty low on that first one, but it looks like he's taking a little bit of time per step, but not too much. Still going at a pretty decent pace onto the propeller swing. You see, he got a nice bolted push on the propeller. That's what you want to do instead of going too soft or too hard with the push. But now he's already onto salmon roll, still with a pretty good time, not wasting any time at all. That is very important in this. Oh, but it looks like he might have hit his head on the top rung, and he falls only down into the water. Next up is James Moha with probably the greatest redemption arc we have seen on Alpha Ninja Warrior. Last season, he failed the quintuple steps on the qualifiers, and this season, he got top 5 in the qualifiers, and he's here today. So let's see if he can keep up with the redemption, and maybe he can get to the boot camp round. Let's see. However, only 2 people have actually passed the propeller swing so far. So it'll be interesting if James Moha is the 3rd. And now the last one. And he got it with an amazing time onto the salmon roll. See?
Oh, but it looks like they stopped mid-air. I'm guessing he just second-guessed himself. I don't really know what happened, but with that fast time, that might be good enough to qualify. Next up is 20 Ronaldo 234567. This season, he's looking to get redemption from season 1 and also carrying on his ethnicity. He's the first person to get to Dragon Glider. It's a bumpy road, but it looks like he does it, and now he is on to swing grab, and he misses the trampoline entirely.
I'm back, and I'm seeking revenge. After my disappointing run last season failing 1.3, I will be looking to extend deep into the competition. Heading into the semis, I'm very nervous about rotating bridge, as I have always struggled with that obstacle throughout this competition. I'm aiming for the back half of the course, as I have a strong feeling as long as I make it there, I'll be through. Personally, I reckon the cutoff will be around 1.4 or 1.5, but I guess we will have to wait and see. I wish the best of luck to all competitors, and I'll be sure if I make bootcamp to avenge my Scottish war heroes, I guess lol. Now witness greatness as I conquered Mount Midoriyama for the last few seconds of this profile. Goodbye and good luck to all competitors.
Alright, doing this for his Scottish roots. Let's see if he can make his home country proud today. He's onto the quintuple steps, going pretty quick with that jumping technique. And he's already onto the propeller swing. Very nice. Alright, taking a couple swings, but that is no problem at all. And now he is onto the salmon roll. Alright, got that starting jump. That is really important. Alright, very nice. Almost failed, I believe, but no problem at all. Going on to the rotating bridge. First person to get here today. Going back and forth. Oh! But just didn't go far right. Didn't go to the right far enough and went through the last hole. Almost on the dismount, but a very impressive run. Next up is Yas123451. He is the owner and creator and the host of Yasuke. So let's see how he does today in his qualifier group. He did get 7th place, failing the salmon roll. So if he wants to get into the top 15, he's going to have to make that up somewhere and prove that he can be in the top 15. Recently, we've been getting some very good runs compared to the very beginning of this episode. So maybe he'll do the same. He's already onto the propeller swing. Alright, taking another spin, but he got it. Faster you go, the less accurate you have to be. And he dismounts, now he's onto the salmon roll. Oh, very nice, very nice. Went right at it. Oh, almost went out of bounds, but he saved it. Now he's onto the rotating bridge. Oh, but he just fell off. I don't think he was able to line himself up. He probably should have taken a little bit more time on that, but I think that might be good enough for him to qualify, considering what we've seen so far. Next up is NES Ninja 5. Last season, he made it to Grand Finals. However, he was a substitute for Grand Finals, actually. And this season in qualifiers 3 to 4 weeks ago, he was 9th in his group. So he has to step it up if he wants to sneak into that top 15. Because that was 9 out of 10. But this time, he needs to be 15 out of 40. So he needs to step it up. He's going pretty slow on this obstacle. I think he should have jumped there if he wanted to save some time. But he's going really slow, actually. He needs to pick up the pace. Because in Grand Finals, that will definitely not cut it. You have to be quick. So, yeah, he's going really slow right now. Oh, saved it. Almost fell, but he saved it. And the dismount, and now he's onto the rotating bridge. He's taking too much time. He needs to hurry up with it. He doesn't have all the time in the world. However, he is doing pretty well, which might counterbalance it. He couldn't adjust the left side in time to not fall and make it completely vertical. He did make it pretty far, but he was pretty slow, so we'll just have to wait and see. Next up on the course is It's Me Ninja 005. If you remember from last season, he made it all the way to the grand finals where he failed the double dipper. However, in qualifiers, he did get 6th place in his group 2 weeks ago, I believe. So let's see how he does 2 or 3 weeks ago. Anyways, he's on to the propeller swing. Let's see how he does. Goes for it within 1 spin. Very nice. Taking another swing, but he got it. And now he is onto the salmon roll. See, oh! But he hit his head and he went straight down into the water. We'll just have to see if that time holds up. Next up is Icy Doggos, and he is a rookie this season, but he got 6th place in his qualifier group, so a pretty respectable performance. Let's see if he can match that today and maybe move on to the top 15. Gives a wave to the crowd, and here we go. He's onto the quintuple steps. He's actually moving pretty quickly and swiftly, and he's already onto the propeller swing with a very nice time. Alright, now the rope. Very nice, and now, oh, a big swing, but he made the dismount. Very nice. Now he's onto the salmon roll. Okay. Nice control throughout the whole obstacle. And now the dismount. And he got it. Now he's onto the rotating bridge. Okay. Oh. Will he be the first to get past it? Oh, and he got it barely. Oh, falls back. Oh, he got it. He's the first person to get to the flying bar today. Will he get past it? That is the question. That is 1. That's 2. That's 3. 1 more. 4. Oh, but he falls. He slipped off. If he just stayed still, he probably would have gotten it. But that is a very good run. Next up is Oof 391. In his qualifiers, he got 8th place on his group 2 weeks ago. So yeah, if he wants to get into the top 15, he's gonna have to step it up a little bit. But let's see if he does. And he's off onto the course, going at a decent pace, and he's onto the propeller swing. This is what took him out in qualifiers. Oh, he went really fast, but nice control getting onto the rope. Oh, I thought he was gonna fall short, but he didn't. And now he is onto the salmon roll. Okay. Nice control throughout the obstacle. Very, very nice. All right. Now he's onto the rotating bridge. How will he do here? Okay, very nice. And he is the second person to get to the flying bar. Let's see how he will do here. Oh, but he overshoots the first cradle, the first jump, and he is down. That is definitely the most difficult part of that obstacle, making sure you don't overshoot nor undershoot. Next up is the frog thing. Last season in the semifinals, he actually failed the quintuple steps, and that's been haunting him ever since. All he wants to do is just pass the quintuple steps. In qualifiers, he did get 7th place in his group, so he will have to do a little bit of improvement on the semifinals if he wants to get top 15. We are about to get on with this run right now. Will he beat the quintuple steps that's been haunting him for months? Let's see. Alright, he's getting kind of low, but he's doing it. And he got it. He overcame. He's going really slow right now, but he made it past his arch nemesis. So let's see if he can go further. But he is going insanely slow right now, so he will have to pick up the pace or go really far if he wants to have a chance. Now he's onto the salmon roll. Alright, very nice, very nice. Oh, he's kind of stuck. Okay, this is not good. He's in no man's land. You cannot grab onto that top cradle from there, from that position. Oh, actually, never mind. I was wrong. He got it. And now he is onto the rotating bridge. Let's see how he does here. Oh, but he recovered! He almost slipped. Okay. He's just standing there. You better do something. Oh! He's sliding. Okay, he has to make a move. He has to go for it. Oh, and he got it! He got it. Now he's onto the flying bar. He is only the third person to get here. So far he's doing really well. That's one. That's two. That's three. Oh! And he goes too far and he slides off. However, that was a very impressive run. So let's see if he makes it. Next up is Super SpongeBob 303. If you remember from last season, he actually failed the quintuple steps in semifinals. So let's see if he'll get over it today. And remember, he said that he could get very deep into this competition, like stage 2 or stage 3. But however, he still has a lot of obstacles in his way to get there. First, the semifinals and the quintuple steps. But he got it this season, so he overcame his nemesis from last season. Very nice. Now he's onto the propeller swing, going very slow. When you go slow with the propellers, you must be very accurate. But he got it nonetheless, and now he is onto the salmon roll. Alright, oh, he's having a little bit of a mishap with it, but he got it. Alright, now he's on. Okay. Oh, saved it! Almost fell, but he got it! And now he's onto the rotating bridge. Oh, okay. Alright. He's at a pretty good position, but he's trying to adjust it to make it better. Okay, he's struggling. He's taking a lot of time to adjust this. Barely moving it with each jump, but he's making a little bit of progress, actually. Okay, I think he's gonna go for it. And he got it! And now he is the fourth person to get to the flying bar today. He's going at an okay pace. Considering that only 4 people have gotten here, that time's not too bad. Oh, but he slipped off of the second one! I don't even know what happened there. But that's a pretty good run. We'll just have to see if that holds up. Next up is Ninja Noah 631. In the qualifiers this season, he cleared the entire course. On stage 1, he failed on the 7th obstacle, the spinning bridge, but he said he wasn't even trying last season, so I'm expecting to see a lot better of a performance this season, but he still has some obstacles before grand finals. Oh, he almost overshot, but he used the momentum to get an extra swing, which will save a lot of time, actually. So, he's already onto the salmon roll. He's doing pretty well with time, actually. So, yeah, if he keeps this up, he'll be just fine. And he's already onto the rotating bridge. Okay, he's going pretty quickly. Oh, but he was too low on the last part of the bridge, and he tried to rush it. And that is what that stun is for. And he just could not get the dismount off, but however. Next up on the course is Dr. Ninja 64. Last season, he failed on the last obstacle of stage 1, the double twister. This season, he's done pretty well. He failed on the flying bar in qualifiers. So let's see how he does today. Remember, he is Jakey0519 from Robloxian Ninja Challenge. He made it all the way to bootcamp, so he got 15th place out of a field of 225 competitors, so that is really impressive. But right now, he's on the propeller swing. Very nice and very quick. Now he is onto the salmon roll. Oh, but he goes down! I don't know what happened. I think he just overshot it, but he did have a pretty fast time. Next up is Norwegian with only 5 runners left. Here we go. Last season, he made it to the grand finals where he timed out on the warped wall. So let's see how he does today. Now he's on to the quintuple steps. With only 5 runners left, you know, you definitely have to pick it up. We're definitely starting to narrow out the group, see who's going to make it to the top 15 and who isn't. And here he goes on the propeller swing. Very nice. Now the dismount. Here we go. Oh, okay. Almost fell. Almost fell. Alright. Very nice, though. Very nice. Very nice. Going kind of slow, but not that slow. Alright. But now he's on to the rotating bridge. Okay. Alright. He's going really fast. And it works. And now he's on to the flying bar with one of the fastest paces that we've seen today. Getting here. Alright, that's the first one. That's the second. That's the third. One more. Oh, but he falls short of the fourth one. And he goes down. No one has passed this obstacle yet today. But I'm pretty sure he will move on. Our fourth to last runner is Fanny Bear. Back in season 1, he had probably one of the biggest upsets in the grand finals. He failed the jumping spider, which shocked everybody. So I bet he's looking for redemption this season. So far, he's been doing pretty well. So let's see how he'll do on the semifinals course. So far, the competitors have been taking a beating on the semifinals course. I don't think they'll get any better, though. However, some people have been able to do all right on the course. However, we still haven't had any people get to the extended part of the course. Will Fanny Bear be the first? Right now, Fanny Bear is on to Salmon Roll with a pretty moderate pace. I wouldn't say it's slow, but I wouldn't say it's the fastest we've seen today. However, Fanny Bear is onto the rotating bridge. Okay, having a little bit of trouble, but got through it. And very nice. Now he's onto the flying bar. Can Fanny Bear beat this obstacle? Oh, but just fell short. I don't think Fanny Bear got a run up actually, and that might have been the reason why he failed. But however, with only a few runs left, I think he will qualify. Our third to last runner is It's Vibes. Last season, he got 4th place overall in the season. He made it all the way to stage 2 where he failed on the third obstacle, the lightning bolts. Now this season, he did not do as well in qualifiers. He only made it to the propeller swing where he got one of the worst performances out of all the qualifiers. So let's see if he can make up for it this season. However, right now is in first place is Oof 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 391, getting to the flying bar with 40.344 seconds. If Vibes gets there faster, then Vibes will be guaranteed a bootcamp captain. However, if he doesn't, then Oof will be guaranteed a bootcamp captain. However, he is going kind of slow, so he will not be guaranteed a bootcamp captain. However, he might be fast enough to still be one. Actually, that has now evaporated. He will not be a bootcamp captain, but he still will make it to bootcamp. So congratulations to Vibes. He is going to bootcamp. Definitely made up for it from qualifiers. And now he is on the flying bar. Can he get past though? No, but he loses his momentum on the final cradle and he goes down, but he's still going to boot camp. Now, our second to last runner is Jan FE2 Fan. He got 2nd place in Alpha Ninja Warrior Season 1, where he made it to Stage 2 and he fell on the spider walk. So, let's see if he can do it today. Can he get to the grand finals? There are some obstacles in the way, but can he do well in the semifinals? So far, no one has no one has gotten in the back half, but Jan might be the first person to do it. So far, he's going at a moderate pace onto the salmon roll, taking a little bit to collect himself. Now he's off. Very nice. Oh, okay, all right. He stopped his momentum, but he can recover it. There you go. All right, and the dismount. Very quick dismount, and now he's on to the rotating bridge. And very nice. Now he's on to the flying bar. Will he get it? That's one. Oh! He falls short on the second one. If he went a little bit further, he would have gotten it, but he will still go to boot camp. The final runner of the night is Michael Skunkfry. In Season 1, he had a near perfect record streak, getting first place overall in every single event up to Stage 1, where he fell early and shockingly on Stage 2 on the lightning bolts. He's carrying on that tradition so far. In qualifiers, he got first place out of all 125 competitors. Right now in 15th place is It's Me Ninja 005 getting to the salmon roll with 18 seconds. And it looks like Michael beat him, so Michael will be in boot camp. It's Me Ninja 005, however, will not be. But now let's just see if Michael can get boot camp captain. He will have to beat Oof 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 391's time of about 40 seconds. Oh, but he fell on the dismount of rotating bridge. He will not get boot camp captain, and he will not continue a streak of getting first place overall, but he will still be in boot camp. Here are the results. Coming in first in our first boot camp captain is Oof 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 391, failing the flying bar and getting there with 40.344 seconds. Second is Norwegian, failing and getting to the flying bar with 45 seconds. Third and our final boot camp captain is Icy Doggos, getting to the flying bar with 46 seconds. Fourth is Stanny Bear, getting to the flying bar with 50 seconds. Fifth is Jan FE2 Fan, getting to the flying bar with 53 seconds. Sixth is It's Vibes, getting to the flying bar with 56 seconds. Seventh is Super SpongeBob 303, getting to the flying bar with 1:11. Eighth is The Frog Thing, getting to the flying bar with 1:28. Ninth is Michael Skunkfry, getting to the rotating bridge with 28.473 seconds. And 10th is Ninja Noah 631, getting to rotating bridge with 28 seconds. Now in 11th place is 20 Ronaldo 234567, getting to the rotating bridge with 31 seconds. 12th is Yas123451, getting to the rotating bridge with 35 seconds. 13th is NES Ninja 5, getting to the rotating bridge with 48 seconds. 14th is Dr. Ninja 64, getting to the salmon roll with 16 seconds. And bringing the rear is James Mohawk, getting to the salmon roll with 17 seconds. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Coming up on the next episode of Alpha Ninja Warrior, we're gonna see our final 15 go to the remote area of boot camp, where 5 of them will be eliminated and the other 10 will move on to the grand finals for a chance at 10,000 Robux.